Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Burns, and today we will be discussing Fitts Law and how it can be seen in action through real-life examples. In today's discussion, we will investigate the basic elements of Fitts Law. As I stated earlier, show a real-life example of Fitts Law through the action of a hockey player taking a shot with a puck, how consultants can help performers learn and integrate complex motor skills, and the role of skill level in applying Fitts Law. Once you have completed this presentation, you will have a better understanding of Fitts Law and how it can be applied in real life. The basic elements of Fitts Law are that the time it takes to move to a target is determined by two factors: the distance to the target and the size of the target. This means that when a target is larger and closer, the target will be easier to reach, and when the target is smaller and further away, it will require a stronger effort and more time to reach. Fitts Law has three key elements that include distance, target size, and movement time. The takeaways from Fitts Law are that the time to reach a target is shorter when it is closer and larger. The movement time is slower when the target is smaller and further away. Next, we'll move on to real-life examples of Fitts Law. The example that will be described today is a hockey player shooting the puck to the net. When a player is skating towards the net, they will take a harder, faster shot when they are further away from the net to try and get it past the goalie or get a bounce off a player as it heads toward the net. These movements are slower as it takes the player a longer time to acquire the target as it's farther away and has smaller access to get it past the goalie. The player will most of the time utilize a slap shot, a wrist shot, or slap pass to get it closer to somebody near the net, or a lucky bounce off of people standing in front of the net. When the players are closer to the net and shooting the puck, they are more deliberate and quicker in their actions as the target is larger and they are closer to it. In this instance, they will make movements to get the goalie to move, as passing it from side to side to get the goalie to move from one side to another, and release the puck in a quick action to beat the goalie 5-hole, which is between the legs, or above the glove or stick by lifting the puck. When players are closer to the net, they are trying to place the puck in a specific area to score a goal. Therefore, their movement time is increased compared to those shots taken from further away from the net, as they are in more dire need of getting a puck released quickly. How consultants can use Fitts Law to help performers. When acting as a coach or consultant, you will need to understand the speed-accuracy trade-off to help your performers reach their goals. Coaches can utilize the information from Fitts Law to design drills that will specifically address the speed, accuracy, balance in their movements, adjust target sizes and distances to create challenging, albeit achievable scenarios. The consultants or coaches will utilize the information from Fitts Law to design drills that help the athletes adapt to different conditions, such as in a hockey practice, the player would shoot the puck faster to an open net at a higher skating speed compared to if there was a goalie in the net, they would move slower to be able to pick a smaller target to shoot at. The coach can put targets in the net for the player to shoot at and focus their shots more precisely which will slow their movement to allow them to make a smoother shot to hit the smaller target. By increasing the level of difficulty in this practice, this will help the player develop their skills to be more confident and move faster when they are focusing on a smaller target. We'll next move on to the role of skill level in applying Fitts law. Fitts law can be utilized to assess an athlete's skill level by learning their performance at different target sizes from various distance, which helps the coaches identify what areas they need to work with the player to help them improve. However, there will be athletes that are highly skilled, which allows them to move faster and more accurately and efficiently, and could lead to deviations in Fitts law. Most individuals will have a predictable relationship between the index of difficulty, target distance, and target size in which the Fitts law applies accurately. As stated above, there can be deviations as they can maintain a high degree of accuracy even when they are at higher speeds, which shows a contradiction to the predictability of Fitts law due to the ability and how this athlete can perform in the autonomous stage, requiring less conscious processing. This deviation will determine the type of drill design the coach or consultants will utilize for the athletes. For more novice athletes, coaches can utilize Fitts law and the principles that apply. And for more experienced users, the drills will be more challenging, and other factors outside of Fitts law will need to be considered for application. Here are some shared resources that you can look into to find more out about Fitts law. The website humankinetics.com is a very good website to check out. It has a lot of good information about Fitts law on there and how you can adapt different designs to other principles when dealing with higher skilled athletes. In conclusion, this quick presentation will educate you on what Fitts law is, and how it can be seen in real life situations when watching sports from now on. This presentation also described ways for coaches and consultants to apply Fitts law in designing drills to help improve athlete performance and movement time in different situations. One area brought up is that there can be deviations to Fitts law, and other principles may need to be applied to help challenge athletes with greater skill levels. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and learned something from this discussion. Thank you very much.